all of you were at some point, or you are currently, you were in Zealous, a city with many qualities and reasons, whether it was for criminal activities, bounty hunting, something of the sort. You all were in there. And then, for one reason or another, the city was raided. Walls were down, and the walls were huge. Like, upon entering, all of you noticed the walls were very tall. After the walls were down and the initial crowd rushed away, everyone, or the survivors at least, were rushed over to... God damn it, Matt.
I mentioned you can ignore it.
You were all rushed to an inn. Not inn, sorry. Church. Church on top of a hill, not even 2 miles away. You guys were there for a few weeks, and this is something I didn't put in the general description info, but you were there for about 2 weeks until the first thing happened. A nut came along. By a nut, I mean you saw a soldier coming along. And you all were out here for one reason or another, whether it be you wanted to have a smoke or something. But you all noticed this man when he initially came. First, the guards thought he was hostile, but then he had the seal of Zealous on him. Then when he initially got there, everyone was kind of looking at him. And he just shouts, "Beware the scourge, I tell you, beware them." Then he falls out limp as they rush him to the medical section of the church. A few weeks go by. It gets really dark. Depression, suicide becomes common. It was for this reason, though, that you didn't lose determination. So you become part of this group. A group goes to scout. You guys weren't part of that group. So now, everyone, I gotta go ahead and move you guys over. You are now currently in this old room to the side with like all the rows just pushed away, so there's a lot of people currently, including you people and a few others currently in this room talking with this old man about what mission that he's going to ask you all to go on.
Which old man?
Don't worry, I'm trying to get that right now.
Okay.
Yep. There we go.
Whoa! Hello.
Stay a while and listen.
I was just about to say the same thing.
God damn it, like a
Yeah, just as a disclaimer, I ripped like everything from a lot of places. Like I'm free to play. Like I don't have any tokens.
It's no problem. Most of
That's
people
fine.
do that. Before we start talking, is there any way to do a, for example, history check if any one of us heard about the Scourge before?
Yes, go ahead if you want to.
Oh, cool.
This is the reason why you were called in here.
Damn it.
All right. All right. Erlen and Zara, you guys, since you both have religious affiliation, you've heard of the Scourge before. They aren't good things. The Scourge is known as this weird undead slash extreme cult that takes things by force and leaves no survivors. As to what their intentions currently are, even with the results over 22, it's a bit hazed, and you've heard rumors about many different things like assuming power, stealing souls, numerous different things. But you know what the Scourge are and what they do.
So they probably
Bad
see my
things.
face set in grim determination, and I'm in like silent riot, just waiting to get my hands
Okay.
on those bastards.
All right. So you all are currently in this room to the side. Everything's pushed off. It's really, really crowded, a bit cramped. Specifically for Marcel, I'm guessing, who's a big barbarian. He's kind of like barely wedged in there. As this old man, and prepare for really crappy Photoshop because I was like probably super tired when I did this. The old man and
Get speech bubbles.
huh?
Are we gonna get speech bubbles?
Need to get what?
Speech bubbles. Is that what you said?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just I really messed up in getting
That's
all the
cool.
outlines on that one.
Ah,
So,
it's
Yes.
okay.
I won't care.
So next to the old man is this human, about same height, with a bow. They both stand next to each other as the old man taps his staff on the floor, getting everyone's attention. And he starts off by saying, "I welcome you all for joining us in these dark times. Not very good things, but I welcome you all for offering, well, I thank you all, I should say, for offering your services to us. You're doing the city, I guess I should say, of Zealous a very big favor. I heard you all probably know of the first scouting party. What we saw was, or what they saw, was not very up to par, I guess I should say. And at this point, he kind of like motions for the woman to step forward. And when she does, who's like a big soldier person or fighting person in this? Like in this party, I'm sorry, I didn't have a full chance of about. Okay,
Are you
actually,
asking if somebody's frontline fighter? Because technically my paladin fits the criteria,
no,
but I
just
know
like
somebody's else.
just military or
But I'm more of a noble background, so I don't know if I fit the criteria.
There you go. All right. Let me try. Oh, even still, Gabriel, you would recognize this woman as Illyrian, one of the rumored archers of Zealous. Numerous talent, but clearly that didn't do much. So she steps forward, and she's like, "All right, I'm gonna cut it to you straight. What we saw was hell on earth. First off, there's undead. That is a fact. Now, I've seen a bit of undead in my time, and I'll just go ahead and say it's not really your average undead. Of course, I've only seen one or two, but I've still seen them. Even weirder, there are people in robes that we can only assume to be the Scourge. Now, does anyone else here know what the Scourge exactly does? Because me and not Elzen, I don't know. None of us here know, and we're gonna reach out to you guys.
We only know that they came here to destroy and take whatever it is we have. Or what once was the city of Zealous.
Fabulous. Great. In which case, I'll I'll let Zen over there. I'll let him do the honors of what you all are about to be offered. And the old man just kind of like coughs as he says, "We want two groups to go back into the city. It's a
How many
very
people?
big task. We want two groups, one of 6, the other of 4.
We conveniently have a. This seems to be a convenient group of 6 people that all seem to quite
Well,
determined and quite
It's not
capable.
convenience, it's
Are
a
you are
task.
you are you guys technically like already in a party then? Like you guys have like just congregated before that and just rallied each other?
No, I'm just pointing to like the 5 people standing next to each other.
Yeah.
Plus me.
Oh, like total, there's like 13 people in this room all cramped together.
Okay, well, Zara says, I've seen many capable fighters and people of many specific talents that I believe will make a suitable group to go deal with whatever the Scourge has to throw at us.
What would be the task for the 6 people group? Main assault?
If you're putting it in layman's terms, it's yes, a main assault. I've heard of all of your talents. How Zara's healed many in the Temple of Pelor. About how Mr. Gibralt over there, rumored bounty hunter. I've heard many things, and it seems like the best option.
Oh, when are we plan to leave?
Our plan is to leave tomorrow.
Well, I am not good with stealth,
Yes,
but
that's-
I'm good with striking and smiting evil up front. So
That is perfectly fine. We just want to quell the numbers per se.
Will this group of 4 be traveling with us, or will they be traveling on a separate mission? Perhaps a
If
rescue
we're-
mission, or that might still be.
If we're putting it in military terms, my terms are a bit rusty here, but they'll be doing. He kind of looks over at Alira and is like, "Pincer, is that the name? Pincer?" And she kind of nods. They'll be doing a pincer, basically.
Excellent.
The
So it's
plan
like-
is for you people to basically go back the way we came, through the graveyard, into the backwoods town entrance to the underpass, and see what's going on in the square and everywhere else.
Very well. What time of day is it?
Right now, it's about noonish, about 3 o'clock, as like dusk sets in through the stained glass in the room.
I suggest maybe it's time to get these groups organized and let them get to know each other before they risk their lives for each other.
That's the plan. We don't want to send you out on the same day. This is a very big offer. There'll be one day to take it or leave it. I don't blame you if you want to leave it, and I commend you greatly if you take it. Right. Any other questions before we release?
Do we know the 4 guys?
The 4 would be Aliran and some bloody little gnome. I forget his name. And he kind of looks over at Aliran and she just kind of like shrugs. He's like, some gnome.
No.
And then there's Gen, the half-elf, I believe. They'll be fine, from last I checked.
Nice. I
Very
go
well.
back.
You do what?
I go back on the back of the group.
You go to the back of the group? Okay. Yeah. You hear kind of like one person in the back just chime up, "Are we gonna get paid?"
That's
As
a good
like-
question, actually.
Are you actually like joining in on him, Marcel? Like, as he like says it, are you gonna like hop in as well?
Don't you
Okay.
guys believe that just a service to this town and the great god of trying to remember name,
Per lore.
of Prelor serves to him and bringing light to this darkness in the city is not enough?
Now, I know this is for your honor and that, Zara, but keep in mind, these are some of the mercenary background. So, there will be some form of reward involved, but I want this to go a bit further than just essentially a direct assault. You will get something for clearing out the town. Don't get me wrong. But I want you all to deal with any other camp nearby of the Scourge. What they did to the city was innumerable casualties, and I don't want them to live for it. So, a reward for just clearing the town, yes, but not as great as what you'll get if you clear out the Scourge entirely from the nearby area.
One cleansing at a time, good sir. Have no worry. I, at least, have plans to make them all pay for their sins, or die trying.
As a noble man of faith, I would expect much from you, but I'm glad to hear that, at least. After you're done with the city, please don't think you have to push yourselves further. Come back if you need to rest here, or you find a home or something. This is a major task. I will speak to each group individually tomorrow, when each one is organized out. Well, I already know some of the second party. I don't know who shall do the frontal assault, but I'll thank you for the general meeting right now. Any other questions, go ahead and ask them. If that's the case, everyone go back to their work. Zara, I think, Headmistress Illyria wanted to talk to you at some point. I don't know what about.
Very well.
And with that, he kind of like taps his staff as he begins to try and hobble out.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone then leaves.
Well, not everyone. Like Illyria is still there looking over the group and all that. Well, not Illyria. Illyrian.